think it has to be I got to say it so I can keep that tradition going. Start the episode with the co-star 3-0. But welcome to another edition of the Workshop Podcast, and here with the sports talk of week 3. Wrapping up the third week in NFL, but we're talking all things sports from college football, a little bit of boxing here and there. So we're going to get right into it, man. The biggest news to start the week, or to start, I guess, the end of the week, to start the week 4, is that Jaxson Dart is going to be starting over Russell Wilson. They're going to bring the rookie off the bench and say, you know what, we can't be any worse on offense.
I mean,
let's give them a shot.
Yeah,
and they go up. They're playing the Chargers, which is a very good team. They could have waited and wait till they played the Saints the next week to start them. But they said, we're gonna take the Band-Aid off. We're gonna try this week.
Throw them into the fire.
What's your overall thoughts on?
It's crazy that my man Jameis got skipped over at all this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Jameis been known to throw a couple touchdowns. Now he'll throw some picks too, but I mean, it's not like he don't get the offense going.
Right.
He put up points, so it's crazy to think he got skipped over and all this. I'm rooting for you, Jameis. But Jaxson Dart, I would have waited. I think their tackle Leatherwood, he's been banged up. I don't know if he's back, but I mean, you got to protect him at some point. You don't want to have the Joe Burrow situation, Andrew Luck situation, David Carr situation, whoever the whatever name you want to put on it, but sometimes you got to put them in. Sometimes you got to let them wait. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the right choice is. I think the Browns should probably put in Shadur. I mean,
or one of them, Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah. Joe Flacco. I mean, if one of them gets hurt, you can put him in.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think that they gave Russ 3 weeks, which is like, damn, 3 weeks, that's it.
And one of the weeks he went crazy.
I think they was like, well, did they see Caleb Williams go crazy? And then they was like, okay, that's no telling of Russell Wilson. That's just the Cowboys defense is bad.
They had to pull out the trick plays though against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But that's part of it.
Yeah. I think that man, I think that I feel like the coaching staff feel like they're feeded to the fire for them to keep their job. So they're like, okay, let's throw the rookie in. And if he shows some potential, or like they win some games, show some potential, like that they're heading in the right direction, they can maybe keep their job for like a year, another year.
They taking the coward's way out.
Right, yeah. Because like you keep rushing and you only win 5 games, you definitely losing your job.
Yeah.
Like you have no other option, honestly. So
yeah,
hopefully, I mean, he looked good during the preseason, and when he has gotten snaps, and like they said, he had a good training camp and stuff. It could be promising. I mean, it's not like he going into an offense that has like no weapons or anything like that. You got like a top 10 receiver, I would say.
Is he top 10?
It's fringe. There's a lot of good receivers in the league, so it's hard to say. But
Neighbors is a dog.
He's definitely a bona fide number 1.
Yeah,
he's definitly bona fide number 1.
Yeah.
You got like Wan'Dale Robinson is having a good year this year. Scatterboo is kind of playing. He's playing.
That's how a white man runs the football.
He playing CTE ball right now.
Yeah.
But they got a solid defense, so he's not going into the worst situation possible. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's the Giants. So yeah. I mean,
I wonder who got more pull over there, if it's the coach or is it the GM? Because the GM might be saying, like, go ahead and put him in, and the coach might be saying another thing. So it's interesting, that dynamic. I would imagine actually, I don't know. Probably the GM, though. The GM probably have more say over there.
Yeah, because the GM hires a coach. So technically, or is in the hiring process of the coach. So technically, it's like, but I think it's more like the more the successful teams make it more like a partnership rather than like, because as a coach, you're not about to tell me who to play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I always felt like you're not about to tell me who to and who not to play, But
but like, let's say draft day comes and like I want to pick somebody, you want to pick somebody. Who should have the final say?
The general manager.
The general manager.
Yeah. You gonna coach who you coach who I pick.
Yeah.
But like, Cause at the end of the day, like that is like player personnel, GM. I feel like that's like Jerry Jones. He picks. He's going to pick. He has a role as GM. He picks the players.
Yeah.
The GMs are the ones who get the credit for
I
picking
feel like
the players.
Jerry Jones might tell him who to play too.
Yeah, that's a little different. Bad example, but that's who gets the credit for picking the players as a GM. You know, so I think and then the coaches get the credit if the teams go out and perform. So I don't know. I think that the good teams have and that's why some coaches have both. Like Bill Belichick had both. Sean Payton, I feel like he has. I think he has both. He does both. So
have you seen the movie Moneyball with Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
And he was the GM, and he wouldn't play the lineup how he wanted it, so he traded the players.
Yeah.
He had no choice.
Yep.
Crazy movie.
Crazy. But yeah, Russell Wilson he said he's not done, brother. They asked if he was
you
retiring.
made enough money or stolen enough. I mean, damn.
They asked if he was retiring. And he said he wasn't done.
He could be a backup.
As long as he's okay being a backup.
Yeah.
As long as he's okay being a backup, man. Like, make that. I mean, you're gonna still make a couple $1 million a year just backing up, teaching that game.
Broncos said, we give you 180 to get the fuck out of here.
yeah. I mean, is his wheels completely falling off? No. Right.
He still got a little bit.
If he threw for 450 a week ago.
Yeah.
But to bridge your team to start Joe Flacco is still out there throwing the ball. So if Joe Flacco can go out there still, I'm not gonna tell Russell Wilson he needs to hang it up.
Yeah, he threw for 400 yards, like 4-5 touchdowns. I mean, that's impressive. Regardless, and I mean, he didn't play too hot the other against the Chiefs, but it wasn't like the worst performance I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying?
Out there playing jackpot.
Yeah, I mean, damn. I mean, a lot of times they was on his ass. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't doing no kind of blocking out there for Russ. I'm not the biggest Russ fan, but I'm also, I'm not going to bash. He already. I mean, they paid him all that fucking money. He got paid, so he can accept it.
Does Russell Wilson go into the Hall of Fame?
Fuck no.
He's not Hall of Famer?
No.
Super Bowl MVP? To Pro Bowl?
He won the Super Bowl MVP? No, Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner.
He's a Super Bowl champion. 10-time Pro Bowler.
10-time Pro Bowler.
Top 5 QB rushing yards.
The Pro Bowl, sometimes, I can't take it too seriously because a lot of people that should make it end up playing in the Super Bowl or can't participate or something. So I don't know. I mean,
I feel like he gets it. He's definitely not first ballot, but I feel like as time goes on, they'll start looking at his numbers.
I can't do that because when I think, because the Hall of Fame, the NFL Hall of Fame, like I got the most respect for that Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? And when I think of like Hall of Fame caliber players, I think of when I think of quarterback, I think of Drew Brees. Drew Brees only won one championship, but they're not equal. Peyton Manning, these are like Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes. These are all-time players. I don't think Russ is an all-time player. I think he was on a team that had Marshawn Lynch, had pretty good receivers, Doug Baldwin back in the day, Golden Tate. He had the Legion of Boom, had great defense.
Legendary defense.
Yeah, one of the best defenses of the last 20, 25 years, whatever it is. And he benefited from that. So, Hall of Fame, no. I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Hard pass for me.
Yeah, I think Ryan Clark said to be like, if it's a question mark, then no.
If
it's not a unanimous yes, there's probably a no.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like later on down the line, like maybe years, he probably will end up eventually getting in. Because like even people now that's like they get in, people I don't know who the fuck.
What if Josh Allen win the Super Bowl? He's not going to be better than Josh Allen.
But I think
because he's going to have to carry his team to victory.
I think my criteria, if I think about it, is like were you top 3 at your position for a sustained amount of time?
I don't think that's Russell Wilson. I don't think in the NFC. I mean, he always had Aaron Rodgers,
Tom.
I mean, that's at the position period. Yeah. So no, not a chance.
Yeah. So I don't know. Okay. So Braxton asked me this before. All right. First off, is Lamar Jackson top 10 all time quarterbacks?
No.
Already. Okay.
No.
Not yet. But is he better than? Okay, you taking Drew Brees or you take who's on the? Drew Brees or Lamar Jackson?
Give me Drew Brees.
Drew Brees. Okay. So all time you take a Drew Brees right now.
Absolutely.
Okay.
He's still in the second most touchdowns in NFL history.
Okay. Okay. I would say Drew Brees. I mean, but Lamar has so much time. I mean, he's going to pass Drew Brees eventually. But for you, of course, what's speaking of fantasy, if you drafted Brian Thomas Jr. in the first round, second round, I feel sorry for you.
I don't know how. I mean, I guess. They game plan for you. When people expect you to play well, now they guarding you a certain way, and the Jaguars' offense just ain't good in general. I mean, damn. Trevor Lawrence can't get it together. They have a new coach, or is it still Doug Peterson? It's not Doug Peterson, is it? Mm-hmm. So I don't even know who their coach is.
They got Tampa Bay's old offensive coordinator,
and Tampa Bay balling, but I don't know. Sometimes when teams are bad,
they're winning though.
They're kind of winning.
2-1. I mean, they ain't played nobody really.
But when they put out a game plan for you, when you got to play somebody that's decent and they expect certain things, they know you better. Kind of like with the Panthers and the Falcons, like they know each other, they familiar with you, and they know what to expect, and they can predict your movements, predict your plays and shit, and that make it tough on your ass.
In fact, no, for real. You have any notables from week 3?
I just want to say, I'll just skip ahead. The notable thing, player of the week, MVP of the week for me, Isaiah Rodgers from Minnesota Vikings. Book house, got the book, pick 6. Got the strip fumble, picked it up, took it to the crib. So 2 touchdowns on defense, and then got another strip. So 2 strips and a pick, 2 touchdowns. Easily the performance of the fucking week. Shout out to Brian Flores. Shout out to the Minnesota fucking Vikings back in business.
Man, well, since we here, my MVP from last week, should I be a homer? Fuck it. Jonathan Taylor.
He was toting
that rock. If you drafted Jonathan Taylor in fantasy, you are a happy man. But he go for 102, 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns, yeah.
Hey, against a divisional game, you can't ask for much more, man. You can't ask for much more. Leading the league in rushing. So, shout out to my dog JT. He's a very under appreciated running back. People don't really bring his name up when we talk about top running backs, and if he's on the field, he's consistent. So shout out to my dog JT, man. We talked about this earlier. We watched Detroit versus the Ravens. Detroit versus Baltimore. Monday night, set up for a great slate, and the line just run all over the Ravens.
Yeah, Big David.
Yeah,
David. So in our fantasy league, my matchup, I was down 1 point going into the game, and we had Jahmyr Gibbs versus David Montgomery, and obviously David won that barely. Even though Jahmyr went crazy, I mean, every time David touched the ball, it just felt like it was 15 fucking yards. 20 yards, and then he would score. And then the times where Jahmyr would get in and score, it was after one of David's fucking runs. You know what I'm saying? By the way, like, there should be a rule against that. You know what I'm saying? And I do understand it because I have been in there, and when you have a long run like that, you tired as a motherfucker,
right? And
you don't want to come out. You like, man, let me just run it in. But the reality is, let the guy who's fresh come in. But I mean, I hate to see that shit.
The worst is when you drive it all the way down.
All the way down.
But
this
not
nigga
like
ran 99 yards.
But not like one big play, but like they done 10. 5, 4, 3, it just...
You done got tackled 9 fucking times this drive.
And you can't even get it in. You can't punch it in. I seen they had a podcast, it's the St. Brown brothers, and they had Dave Montgomery in, and he scored that last touchdown. And he was like, if we didn't have no timeouts left, it feels like, if it was better for the team situation, basically, to like me, would you have gone down? He said, hell no.
Hell no.
No, I'm getting in that chicken box. He said he scored that rock. He said, I only got 12 touches as is. I'm getting in this situation.
I respect it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's one player you put on your slips.
Yeah.
He's not going down for the sake of the team. Because at the end of the day, defense, go get a stop.
Yeah.
Go get a stop, man. Like,
I know players that have done that. Nick Chubb, I've seen do that.
Todd Gurley did it.
Todd Gurley is the other one. You're right. Yeah, I've seen those two guys do it. Yeah, I would never do that.
No,
I'd have to score.
Saquon did it.
Saquon did it
because he was about to score, and it might have been the playoffs, but those are. I mean, but I respect David Montgomery for saying no. Yeah, go because when they come out with that contract, when you're trying to get your money, you have one more extra touchdown. You add that money up.
Extra 100,000.
Yeah, add that money up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So are we Baltimore? Are we out on their I mean they're 1-2 right now, but they've had a very rough schedule to start.
Yeah.
They play the Bills. They played the divisional game versus the Browns. Then they play the Lions. Then they had the Chiefs up next. How are you feeling about the Ravens overall in their Super Bowl chances?
It's still pretty decent because they got the best quarterback in the division for sure. Now that Joe Burrow's hurt, and he gonna be out for the remainder of time, even after the hot start for the Bengals that they never get, and it's plagued by injury. So they gonna be all right. I still like them to win that division for real. They won the divisional game against the Browns, which is important. They ended up losing 2 tough games. They got another tough one coming up, and the Chiefs look beatable. The fucking Ravens look beatable. They both 1-2. One of them is going on 1-3, which is crazy to fucking think about.
Yeah.
At this, in 2025, going into 2026, that the Ravens and the Chiefs starting off, one of them is going to start off 1-3.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I think that I think the Ravens have a chance. Like, you don't really know. Like, you would like for them to be building, but you want to be better at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Like we've seen them win again in the regular season versus the Chiefs, versus the Lions, versus the Bills, and still go out in playoffs and lose. We talked about this so many times. Like, I need to see if they again win the division and what they look like in the playoffs. That's all I really. If they don't have a chance, that's what they need to do. Thursday night tonight, we got Cardinals versus Seahawks. Seahawks are looking like a pretty solid team. I mean, they could be a wild card. A wild card team. Cardinals, they've stacked some wins. They won a couple games.
They lost a close one last week.
And it's a divisional game. This might be a stinker. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
What do you have any takes over this game?
Thursday night football. They have been good. The first two have been pretty decent. This one, I don't know. Like you said, I'm thinking the Seahawks are gonna win this one. Even though I hate to say this, but the Cardinals, I don't know what's going on with Marvin Harrison. Like, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
there's something going on though. Something is not right. So I'm hoping they get it figured out on the offensive side of the ball. But I don't know.
I don't think that. I feel like they're not using him enough. And then when they use him, he do be dropping the ball.
Yeah.
So
he dropping the ball. Yeah. But sometimes, I mean, damn, man, I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm a homer and I'm not saying it for what it is, you know. But something's got to change. She's got to be better. Kyler's got to be better. Everybody's got to be better.
Not for sure. But
if they want to win.
Yeah, I would say give me I'll take the Seahawks. I don't want to overthink it, man.
Yeah, I'm taking the Seahawks until I see more from the Cardinals.
Yeah, but my not frustration with the Seahawks, 'cause I really don't care. But like they be split, like they can really be splitting carries with. So it's hard to like bet on or like who you gonna start on fantasy because they really be splitting carries between. I forget how to say his last name. Kenneth Walker, of course, it did. Zach, I forget.
Krosky Merritt.
Yeah. So it'd be shit.
Or is it
No,
Charbonnet? I
Charbonnet.
apologize.
Yeah, Zach
Crosby
Charbonnet. Yeah,
plays
that's
with
what I said. Yeah. But Jackson Smith at J1. We'll see if he has another big game. He's been lining it up this year already. He's on pace to be, top 10 in receiving yards and everything.
Them Buckeyes balling.
So, yeah, but yeah, give me the Seahawks, man. I don't really have more takes on this game rather than Seahawks look solid.
12th man.
Sam Darnold looks, like a 40, like a $35-40 million quarterback. Very middle of the road, but that's
crazy. That's what you got to pay for middle of the road.
Yeah.
Imagine getting paid like. You just get paid $30 like at your regular job for being
regular.
Yeah, for being regular.
Man, I'm sure people will experience that.
Yeah.
People probably do experience that. Niggas be fighting tooth and nail just above minimum,
Mm-hmm.
Big week in college football this week though. We got really three big games, but a lot of good games around. College football's been kind of all over the place this year. Oregon versus Penn State. We got Georgia versus Bama. We got LSU versus Ole Miss. I'm really looking forward to that Oregon-Penn State game because it's a Big Ten game, but it's going to be both the first look at a challenge for either one of these teams.
Yep.
You're going to see what Drew Allen looks like under the big lights in the new season. Dante Moore for Oregon. He's been looking good, but they ain't played nobody. So it's gonna be a test whiteout game for Penn State. What's your?
It's not a big noon kickoff. That's the most notable thing. 6:30 is gonna be a fucking night game. It's gonna be loud in Happy Valley, and I mean fucking loud. So, but I'm going with Oregon. I'm not saying I'm going with Oregon. I'm not going with Oregon. I think Oregon's going. I think Oregon's a better team.
Yeah.
Their tight end is for real. Their receiver, the freshman is for real. Their quarterback, I believe he's going to play pretty good. The defense is fast. They turn you over, and they got good backups. They got a lot of depth. If somebody gets hurt, because this is a super physical fucking game, the next guy coming up is going to be able to play. If you get a targeting call, because that's the kind of game it is, the next guy that comes up is going to be good. So I'm going with Oregon. 6:30 in the Big Ten is the most notable thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be night outside. Them college kids, they going to have that, they Coronas, they Coors Light, whatever the fuck they drinking on. Probably not a lot of Hennessy in Pennsylvania. in Penn State. Probably not a lot of niggas out there drinking Hennessy, but they going to have a cold beer, they going to be tailgating, and they going to be amped up. It's going to be deafening. So that's definitely game of the week.
Game of the week, of course. Then we got Bama. We got Bama versus Georgia. Like you said before, is Georgia gonna be able to get over that Bama hump?
Yeah. I was about to say, as down as people may have Bama in the rankings, that Georgia needs to overcome beating Alabama, much like Ohio State needs to overcome beating Michigan.
Yeah, is Bama gonna get? Is Georgia gonna get over that hump this year?
I don't know. Bama slowly churning the butter, getting the gears going. I don't know. Georgia, the quarterback. He's athletic, but he's also a little suspect. So, very, very big game again. But I'm gonna say, who's at home?
Let me check.
I want to lean Alabama. I want to say Georgia's at home. I think they're playing in Athens. I could be wrong though.
It is. It's a late game. Oh yeah, it's in Athens.
Man, I wanna say Alabama, but I'm gonna go Georgia this time.
It is absolutely sickening that both these games start at the same time.
6:30, yeah.
Yeah,
but the SEC,
how we gonna flip from Penn State and Georgia and Oregon to Penn State or Oregon and then Bama and Georgia? Like, why do we have to flip back and forth? Like, could we just put one of these teams? Well, I guess.
Again,
Georgia, somebody should have played earlier.
Again, most notable thing, 6:30 p.m. start for the Big Ten. Usually have them at noon kickoff, but in the SEC, them niggas is playing at night. They fans like to party and shit. They don't wake up till like 1 p.m. 12 o'clock on a Saturday. They ain't gonna be at the fucking field tailgating at 8 in the morning.
Yeah, this is one of those times where you need that split screen.
That smart TV. We need something dual vision.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think it's in Georgia. Shit.
But Bama be finding a way. They do weird, goofy shit and just win.
Yeah, and like shit. I mean, obviously, man. I mean, obviously, Georgia's not like as dominant as they once were. You know, they could have been had against Tennessee very easily. Tennessee should have won that game. You know, they had every chance to win that game. They drove the ball right downfield the first 3 possessions of the game. You know, so.
And that's what's just suspect about Georgia. Usually they offense come and go, but their defense is always there. For as Joey Aguilar to go up and down the field as easily as he did was pretty shocking.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's really a toss up if you want to do it. But,
for sure.
I'll take Bama in this game. I'll take Bama with the.
If I was gambling and Bama was plus money, I would for sure just take Bama on that.
The spread right now is Georgia's a 3.5 favorite.
Okay, so they a legitimate favorite because they give you the 3 at home.
Yeah.
If they give you the 2.5, 1.5, then they really favor another team to beat you.
Yeah. So Georgia's the favorite of coming, of course, but man, Bama they can find a way for sure. If Ryan Williams going to show up to the party.
Yeah.
It's Ryan Williams going to show up to the party.
360 him again.
We talked about this earlier. Ole Miss coming in with the backup quarterback that originally came from a D2 school, was a 2-star athlete, but is powering Ole Miss to some wins and a good start to the season. We got the top ranked team in the SEC right now, LSU, and they're going into Oxford for a battle of the SEC. We got quarterback Grant Nussmeier. For LSU. They found ways to win.
Yeah,
they haven't been the prettiest.
The defense is for real.
For real. You throw 5 interceptions, 4 of those 5 interceptions, and you only score 20 points, but you win. You know what I'm saying? What do you like? What do you like about it? Who do you think comes out on top of this game?
I'm gonna say LSU. Ole Miss though, I mean Lane Kiffin, he done a good job over there. I'm gonna give him some credit. He is a little weird on social media from time to time, but that's okay, Coach. If you putting wins up, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with LSU. The defense travels. The offense, they're gonna be able to do enough because they got Durham. He's more than he can break tackles for you and slip into the end zone 1 time, 2 times. Nussmeier is good enough to deliver a couple passes on time and on target to these athletes. The speed that they got out there, they got a whole bunch of speed out there at the skill positions for LSU. And the defense turn you over a couple times, get your quarterback off schedule, get your receivers frustrated because they ain't getting the ball, get your offensive line frustrated because they, get them jumping off sides and stuff, and you can win a ball game on the road.
For sure.
It's not going to be easy. By no means. It's the SEC. It's college. Nigga ain't gonna be able to see his fucking buttons when he's trying to throw the ball. Nigga ain't gonna be able to the center gonna be tapping his legs, so niggas is firing off the ball. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be some of that, but they can get it done because defense travels.
No, for sure. Yeah, give me LSU. I'm not gonna overthink it. I think that kills a lot of like you start overthinking, like maybe, but. So I wanted to talk on this, like the quarterback play in college football this year. It's really not been anyone that's like standing out.
Yeah.
Like for there to be a deep draft class, as they say, you would expect. So I feel like for me personally, if you're taking a quarterback in the first 2 rounds, their numbers need to be ungodly. They need to be doing some things that's like, what the fuck is they doing? Like the Oklahoma quarterback is balling.
Yeah.
But like.
He's a runner. Right. He's a good college quarterback material. Yeah.
Right. Drew Allen ain't been doing really nothing. Grant Nussmeier really been doing nothing much. Arch Manning, of course, has not been doing much.
Arch Manning, he been getting a lot of flack for
flexing on Sam Houston.
Yeah, flexing on
He got to get his confidence back somehow, man. He got to get his confidence back.
Yeah, he do got to get, but it's unmanning like.
Yeah. Oh,
Is that fair to say?
Yeah, for sure.
It's unmanning like. I'll say that.
South Carolina quarterback hurt.
Yeah, Lenore Sellers. I mean, they ended up taking a spiel too. They kind of got humbled in week 3, I believe, as well.
Yeah, they got beat on by Notre Dame, and then they lost to Missouri the next week after that. So, but there's no really standout like quarterback. There's no one. The play has not been like spectacular. Like Cam Ward last year, absolutely, he was going absurd. When we see him play, jumped off the screen. He's different than everybody else. Shador Sanders, he stepped on the field. He played. He's different than everybody else. He fell to the 5th round. But I mean, we know what we don't really think that's for play. But like the quarterbacks that are balling aren't the ones that's the names behind it.
I would say Dante Moore has been one of those names. Julian Sand. But obviously, the competition has been too high between those two quarterbacks. Obviously, Ohio State, we played Texas the first week, and a lot of passes got dropped by Julian Sand or a lot of the receivers dropped them. Even Jeremiah Smith, the legendary Jeremiah Smith, dropped a couple passes. But I would say, for my money, those have been the two best.
Yeah.
Moore has been incredibly impressive, but I mean, he showed those flashes at UCLA. He kind of just needed that coaching to unlock it, and the weapons in the offensive line also help you when you can take a shit in the backfield before you have to throw the ball.
But Baylor's quarterback's been balling.
True.
Baylor's quarterback has been balling for sure, but other than that, it's kind of like, get in where you fit in at this point for real.
Who's the for Heisman? I'm like who?
Who's the Who is the Heisman favorite right now? I don't know.
I guess week 3 is kind of early.
Let me see. Let's Google Heisman odds.
Week 3 is kind of early, but I mean,
I think they have Oklahoma's quarterback as the
Mateer.
Yeah, well, that's not a bad as week. Well, so this is week.
This will be week 4 coming up.
Entering into week 5.
Week 5, okay. I'm thinking NFL.
All right. They got Fernando Mendoza from Indiana at plus 650.
Indiana been balling. I haven't watched Indiana. I've just been seeing the wins.
They beat the hell out of. They beat up on.
Beat the shit out of Illinois.
Illinois, yeah.
Beat the shit out.
Dante Moore is plus 1,000. Jeremiah Smith is plus 1,000. Carson Beck is plus 1,200.
Carson Beck has been playing
Gunnar
well.
Stockton is plus 1,200. Marcel Reed is plus 1,400. And then it goes down from there. So,
okay. I like the Indiana's quarterback.
He's been playing good.
Yeah, I'm letting him slip my mind.
Something. I'm something.
Yeah. What did Kirk signal to coach? Google me. Talk to him, coach.
Facts. We already gave our MVP of the weeks, man. What's your fantasy football? What's your fantasy lineup looking like this week?
Terrible. Terrible.
All right. I'll pull up mine now.
I'm completely, totally dependent on Jahmyr Gibbs. If he doesn't score 50, then I don't win. It's really that simple. I got Matt Stafford in that quarterback. I'm moving off Dak.
Okay.
Not a shocker there. And then AJ Brown turned it up last week at the end when they needed it. It's always lovely to see that. Maybe that's just what it is. Maybe it's if we can just run the ball and not show our hand, and we could just play this conservative game and beat these guys, then that's what we're gonna do. But if we gotta unleash the dogs, unleash the war machines, unleash the nukes, then we can press that button.
Yeah, I think that level teams are making you like you don't have to beat us in the air. Yeah, they stacking the box for sure.
AJ Brown. So I need AJ Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs to do ungodly things. I need a biblical performance from both those guys.
I'm favored to win this week versus Bryce, but so I was gonna put Jordan Love on the waiver wire because he hasn't thrown over 2 touchdowns yet. But they played the Cowboys, so I'm expecting a big game. But Chris McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson. My biggest change this week is I'm putting Cam Scatterboo at my flex this week.
Cam Scatterboo, okay.
It's over Jalen Waddle or Tony Pollard. So that's my biggest change this week. Trey Tucker had a 40 ball last week. I said, let me go try to get him off the waiver wire. I know you're probably not going to do that again, but fuck it. Come on. Let's go ride the horse. Whoever drafted the Cowboys kicker, you were lucky.
Brendan Aubrey.
He
be booting shit. I hate kickers, but you get the bonus for if they however far back they shoot it. Kick sure. I said shoot it. Okay, question: should I start Daniel Jones or Matthew Stafford? Y'all play the Rams at Rams.
They play each other.
Correct. Y'all punted how many times this season?
Once.
And that's a record, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that has Matthew Stafford, has he thrown for a lot of yards this year yet?
No, I think all of their games have been relatively, maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns, maybe around 200 yards.
2, yeah. So he's put up 17.3 at the highest. And then
you get no rushing with Matthew Stafford.
Right.
None at all.
Fuck it, throw Indiana Jones in there.
Indiana Jones.
He might do a, you never know. He could get a quarterback sneak in for a touchdown.
I think Daniel Jones is the right call because his upside is higher.
Yeah.
But his
floor.
Yeah, his floor is much lower too.
Yeah. It's a big week in fantasy because I feel like it's
quarter mark.
Yeah, quarter mark. Man, someone's like, man, football season, it's about to be week 4 already. Like, damn, this shit just started.
Yeah, it goes, man.
You got to savor it.
Yeah.
But, ain't nobody had no bye weeks yet, so.
And, time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, there's some injuries, but injuries hasn't been crazy yet this year. So, if you, there's still hope in your fantasy. If you're starting off slow, you're starting off 1 and 2, it's not the end. All you gotta do is make it into that final four. All you do is make it to that dance, and from there on out, it's a ball game. You know, you go undefeated the whole season. It don't matter.
Yeah,
it don't matter.
That is true. Yeah.
So, and it sucks because you have no control. Honestly, you really have no control over shit.
Yeah.
But you have control who you start and who you can pick up on a.
You gotta stay active.
Yeah.
You gotta stay in the fight. You can't bow out. Things look bleak, but it's kind of like some of these games. Like you could be getting your ass whooped, and then shit. The other person can make a mistake.
Yeah,
sometimes you need that.
Yeah,
Sometimes somebody drops somebody they're not supposed to have. Sometimes they'll leave a 30 ball on the bench. And that could be what you need to, get over the hump.
Right.
Somebody else, get the party started for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So always keep the faith.
Exactly. You might know somebody might have a late night and forget to set their lineup, and somebody is questionable or doubtful when they out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
turning the out at 11:59.
So we're gonna do our pickups for the week. All right. Seattle versus Arizona. We kind of said, are we going Seattle?
Yeah.
All right. We got the 8:30 a.m. kickoff in Ireland.
Hopefully
Minnesota
they don't set off $100,000 worth of fireworks before the fucking game.
They fight in the parking lot.
Yeah.
But Vikings versus Steelers. I'm going Steelers here.
Vikings.
Okay. Washington versus Atlanta. Is my question is Jaden Daniels back?
They won without him, didn't they?
Yeah.
So I'm going with the Commanders after they look good without him, and the Falcons look terrible. Good Lord.
I'm gonna say the Falcons bounce back.
Okay.
I'm gonna regret that. But Falcons. All right. New Orleans Bills.
Yes. Bills for 200 place.
Cleveland at Detroit. I'm taking Detroit.
Oh yeah, Lions at home. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Lions.
Yeah. Carolina at New England. I'm taking New England at home.
I'm taking New England as well.
Chargers versus Giants at
Chargers.
Giants. Chargers, yes. Okay, now it's gonna be a good one. Two teams that's just finding a way to win. Eagles at Tampa.
Tampa playing close.
I want to go Tampa too. But let's mix it up a little bit. I'll go Eagles.
I'll take the Eagles. You can take Tampa.
All right, I'll take Tampa. All right. Tennessee at Houston. I think it's a bounce back game for Houston. I think they finally get their shit together.
Oh,
thank God.
Yeah. Good Lord. Come on, CJ.
Yeah.
Come on, CJ.
Yeah, we can't make any more. I can't make any more excuses.
Yeah, come on, CJ. It got to be down.
Let me take Houston. I'll take Houston.
Yeah, I'm taking Houston. I'm taking Houston too.
Yeah. Indy at Rams. Daniel Jones, we're indoors still. I'm not letting off the coattails right now. Give me Indy.
I'll take the Rams.
Jacksonville at San Francisco. I think this is a tricky one. because Mac Jones is still at quarterback. They've been finding ways to win. I'm gonna go Jacksonville here.
I'm going San Francisco.
I'm going Jacksonville. All right, another one. Ravens at Chiefs.
I'm going Ravens.
You going Ravens?
I'm going Ravens.
Damn, Chiefs start off 1-3.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I think I'm leaning towards the same way.
You leading Ravens?
I'm leaning Ravens.
I feel like Kansas City is vulnerable. I feel like Baltimore obviously is too, but I feel like other teams can see the vulnerability on the Chiefs.
Ravens get the big man in the middle back on the D line. I think the Ravens pull this out. Chicago at in Vegas. I'm going Vegas.
I'll take the Bears.
Take the Bears. All right. Green Bay at Dallas. I'm going Green Bay. Green Bay bounces back.
Dallas is so bad. I gotta go Green Bay.
Yeah.
Dallas is bad. Man.
Wait, this is Michael Parsons' return game. Yeah, give me Green Bay.
Oh. Oh yeah, his first return to Dallas. You're right. Good point. Yeah, he's finna tee off.
Yeah. So we got 2 Monday night games doubleheader this week. Jets at Dolphins.
Damn, that is a snoozer cruiser. That is two bad football teams.
I don't know who to take here. I'm gonna just trust my heart and say Jets.
What does that say about you that your heart is telling you Jets?
They've played better again. They've played. I don't know. They put up more than 20 points in every game.
I'll take the Dolphins.
The Dolphins put up more than 20 points in any game?
Man, these are both really two bad teams. There's nothing. I mean, this should end in a tie. They should both lose.
Let's just skip to the next game. The next game might even be even worse. Not worse, but
I know who's winning this game.
Bengals at Broncos. Broncos.
I know who's winning this game.
We seen enough of Drake Brown. And y'all go ahead and go get Kirk Cousins or go get somebody else, man. If y'all want a chance. But set your fantasy lineups. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Make sure you buy some merch, and you know where to find it at. Find the link in the bio. We'll get it to you, or you can come pick it up if you're in Wichita. Be looking for a regular episode coming soon. We just did an episode for premiering Shades of Brown, the party that's coming up next weekend. So be on the tune out for that next week. And have a good weekend. Watch some football. Drink some beer if that's what you're gonna do. Eat some wings if that's what you're gonna do. And just overall enjoy the season that we're in. It's fall. The temperature is getting lower. Hoodies is coming out. Sweaters is coming out,
which I can appreciate because the heat. I'm a big man. I don't do well in heat. You know what I'm saying?
So for sure. And hey, and just like that,
never too late.
Oh.